It's raining games as 8 new Switch titles hit the hybrid system we all love so much. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force. Gabe is here, and the announcements will never end. It's a great problem to have. I love the fact that I get annoyed by another game for Switch, and another game for Switch, and another game for Switch. That is a good thing. Now we just need the third parties to play along as well. But today we've got 8 for you, a big number. 2 of them are previously announced games that now have dates and more info, and 6 are new. So this is a pretty darn cool group. And Gabe, I gotta start off with a game that legitimately rocked my brain space this morning when I saw it, and that game is Trailblazers. It's basically a fusion of Mario Kart and Splatoon.
Yeah, you mentioned this to me earlier. You sent me a text saying, hey, that Mario Kart Splatoon thing. I didn't know what you were talking about. Then I saw the trailer, and it looks so cool. I'm very happy that this is coming. It's an absolute perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch, and they were able to take two French. I don't think that there was any direct inspiration, but they magic.
Oh, I bet there was.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
That quickly?
This is a good studio. It's called Super Gonk. And they were formed by industry veterans, people from Codemasters, Bizarre Creations, Lionhead. So it's a pretty solid group of designers and developers. And they have a really unique idea here. It's 3v3 team races. And as you race, you paint the track, therefore changing the color of the track. And most importantly, allowing your teammates to ride over your own color and go quicker. It's really an awesome concept. I absolutely think they took inspiration from F-Zero, inspiration from maybe not Splatoon directly, but at the same time, it really could be. And they're promising a pretty good product here. It's got split screen online, it's got cooperative racing, so I'm assuming local doesn't call out specifically, but it's if it has split screen online, it's got to have split screen local. And I like this idea of working together in a racing game. That does local multiplayer. Cool. So yeah, this is going to be awesome when it finally hits.
Yeah, there's licensed music for the soundtrack. There's a lot to look forward to. I'm excited for it.
Very, very cool. Me too. Let us know, by the way, in the comments which game of these 8 you are most pumped for. Maybe, Gabe, it's Urban Trial Playground, which was announced for Switch. It's hitting April 5th, so not that much of a gap between now and then. This is a stunt bike racing game, very much in the vein of Trials, which to me just gets me all sorts of giddy. This developer, Tate Multimedia, they found success on 3DS with Urban Trial Freestyle, a game in the same series, but not the exact same game. This is a brand new game exclusive to Switch, and it actually looks really good. Over 50 levels, online leaderboards, freestyle and time trial, customizable bikes with all different customizable parts. Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, Trials Evolution was, the sequel to Trials that I liked a whole lot. So seeing this trailer also makes me excited to have that style of game. And I feel like this is perfect for on the go, just because you can do very quick bursts of gameplay with those. This is another one that I'm looking forward to.
Next up, Gabe, I really want Speed Racers, but this might just hold me over until Tiny Build gets their act together. Muddle Dash is coming to Switch spring 2018. It is a competitive party game where wiggly little octopi,
yeah.
Thank you. You got to get to the party, Gabe.
Yes. Well, you know me. I'm all about getting to the parties.
Well, the difference is, Gabe, the party's usually at your place. So Muddle Dash would be about me getting to you.
Okay.
So you got to race against your friends in 4-player local multiplayer. You got to express yourself with different hats. You can kick, slap, and boop your way through the field of other octopi. And the levels generate dynamically each round, so you'll never have the same race twice, which to me, that's the coolest bit of this whole game.
This game kind of reminds me of another game that I've been mentioning to you that I actually like quite a bit on Steam called Ultimate Chicken Force. That one you have
Force.
What did I say?
We're Switch Force, Gabe.
I said Force?
Just please do not cut this. Ultimate Chicken Force is when Switch Force gets...
This is getting cut.
Switch Force gets purchased by Ultimate Chicken Force.
I said Force.
Leave it.
No.
Ultimate Chicken Force. Leave it. You gotta leave it.
Ultimate
leave this whole thing.
Ultimate Chicken Horse. That That game is much more about like making obstacles to stop your friends from reaching the finish line. Zach, I hate you right now. I want to put an obstacle in front of you, like you're putting in front of me right now. But yeah, it looks really fun, and it reminds me of that game. That's all I'm trying to say. Gosh,
I just want to get to your party, Gabe. I want to wear a cute hat and get to your party. Gabe, I know the party you want to get to, though, and that is after a long time away, the Shining series is coming back. They're bringing an HD remaster of the 2014 Japanese-only PlayStation 3 game, Shining Resonance Refrain. This is a very Japanese RPG, and it is...
it's two RPGs.
Part of the series that brought us such classics as Shining Force and a number of others. I feel like if anyone is going to love this game, it's going to be you.
Yeah, I do like my RPGs, like you so eloquently put it. It looks cool. It's going to be like a massive adventure, probably, like a lot of these games are. Did you play Shining Force? I actually did, and I love that game.
I have not. I just hear it referenced all the time.
Yeah, it's great. So this is another one to be looking forward to.
The art style is cool. The design is fun. It takes me back to the days of when I was in high school playing Tales of Symphonia on GameCube and loving the heck out of that game. And hopefully it's good. I mean, obviously there's reviews out of the Japanese version, but it hasn't been in the West yet. So it features better graphics and improved resolution and a what-if scenario that looks at an alternate path the story could have taken. Gabe, you know where we could go?
Where can we go?
We can go to Castle of Heart. Before we get Dark Souls Remastered, before we get Bloodstained, this title is inspired by both Castlevania and Dark Souls, and it looks really cool. There are a ton of weapons in the game. It was previously announced, but we now know that 7 Levels is bringing their fine-looking piece of downloadable game goodness to the Switch eShop on March 23rd for $14.99. It's another exclusive, and that's why it's extra important to me and why it's on this list.
Yes, the side-scrolling medieval action. It looks like it's also going to be very, very difficult. A lot of death in the trailer that we are looking at here. I don't know if I'm going to play this one necessarily, just because there's a lot of games on Switch, as you mentioned before. But yeah, I think this one's going to be cool for fans of the genre.
I'm really a fan of sort of the 2D iterations of the Dark Souls style. I really like Salt and Sanctuary. I don't know if you played that.
I love that game. It's phenomenal.
I feel like at one point they said they were considering bringing it to Switch. It was on Vita. But yeah, this reminds me of that, and given a little bit of both those franchises some love before their new iterations release. Could be kind of cool. $15 March 23rd. Liar Princess and The Blind Prince is a game from Nippon Ichi Software. It was announced earlier this month, but now they have details, screenshots, and info. So basically, it's the full announcement. May 31st, and it is a very colorful storybook-esque puzzle game about a princess and a wolf, and you need to use both characters. They transform into each other, by the way. You need to use both characters to solve and complete these levels. The story is very complex. There are a lot of details about the story online already. The wolf is a man-eating monster with his eyeballs on his, lips. It's just a very unique look.
Yeah.
The princess is very wonderful. The prince looking a little disheveled there, but I guess that's part of the reason you got to save him. And it actually it has a really charming aesthetic, and it reminds me of a Vita game that came out called. Let me look this up. I believe it was called Murasaki Baby. Do you remember this? Does this ring a bell to you?
No, not at all. But I do want to say though that you're totally the princess and I'm totally the wolf. This is our game, Zach.
But at the same time, we are each other.
True. Just like us.
So this is it's an episode all about Switch Force. First you had Ultimate Chicken Force, and now we're the princess and the wolf. You know what? This episode has a theme, at least in this middle section, and it's all about these Eastern-inspired titles. Nippon Marathon is coming to Switch this fall. It's currently available on Steam Early Access, and it is a 4-player racing game, but with people in crazy costumes. Very Japanese game show style. I think it actually looks kind of fun. I have not played the Steam version, but Gabe, I think this seems right up our alley, like everything else this week.
Yeah. The thing I like about this video, because we've done these before, that insert number of cool games coming to Switch. These are not all like side scrollers that are like just 2D. This one has some good variety to it. I'm really into that one. This game looks sort of wacky and zany, and if it has some online multiplayer, that would be great. I don't think it does, but if we're ever like locally together again, ever, which we will be, we can check this out.
Yeah, it's got positive reviews on Steam, and it looks like it may end up having online.
Yeah.
At least it does on Steam, so that could be very cool. You'll never know what happens next. Need a bathroom break to squeeze pineapple juice out of your foam lobster claws? Random pedestrian passing by your couch and wants to play? Whatever the case, hop in and out for the ultimate flexible party get-together. Again, Gabe, after we muddle dash to your party, we can play freaking Nippon Marathon to keep the fun going.
Sounds good.
And the last title of the day, I saved it for last because it was announced a while back, but it got a date, and that is Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. May 22nd, we learned that they're both coming. It will be a cartridge. One looks to be a download again. So it's very reminiscent of the Bayonetta 2+1. Now it's Mega Man Legacy 1+2. They are going to be digitally available for $15 and $20, 1 and 2, respectively. Or you can buy both on a cartridge for $40. You'll get the first collection on the cart, and the second collection is a digital download. So you end up paying $5 extra for the cartridge and an exclusive 30th anniversary cleaning cloth.
Yeah. I mean, what is there to say about these Mega Man games? A lot of them are classics. A lot of them are phenomenal. Some not so much. But Collection 1 has the first 6 games. Collection 2 has the rest from 7 through 10. 11 is coming later in the year. It's not part of this collection, obviously. But, if people that love Mega Man, this is absolutely perfect for you. If you've never played Mega Man, this is a great opportunity to jump back into all the games.
Absolutely. I just can't wait for those X collections to get dated as well. So hopefully that is coming soon. 8 real cool games this week, guys. You've got Trailblazers, which looks like it's going to be my jam, and bring a lot of that party racing fun and a new style with cooperative racing to the Switch sometime this year. Urban Trial Playground, giving you that Trials vibe. Muddle Dash, helping me get to Gabe's parties. Shining Resonance Refrain brings the Shining series to Switch and back to the West for the first time in a decade. Castle of Heart combines Castlevania and Dark Souls in a cool way. Liar Princess and The Blind Prince hitting Switch in storybook style from Nippon Ichi. Nippon Marathon, dressing people up as lobsters with pineapples, unicorns, freaking old men, and a dog as you race your way through a Japanese party of chaos. And Mega Man Legacy 1+2 getting dated, detailed, and carded. Let us know which one you're most excited for in the comments down below, or which few. If there's a couple, that's okay. I think this is a real strong list, one of the strongest we've put together. So let's take that strength and say, Hurakasha, I'm Zach, that's Gabe, Ultimate Chicken Force is our show. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/SwitchForce to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest. Gabe, we're going to have to do something about your mind. I feel like...
Wait,
what I want to do, I want to connect the Switch to you.
That's a very easy mistake to make. Ultimate Chicken Force and Ultimate Chicken Horse are very interchangeable.
Okay, excuses, my friend.
All right,
but we will make no excuses for these 8 games. We will go let you know how they pan out once they do release. Until that time, though, for myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.